It's Ron Reader Digs the Universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe, and tonight, both sides do it. I was talking with a buddy I work with a few days ago about the defamation lawsuit against Fox News. You know, the smoking gun evidence that the right-wing media giant consciously lies to its viewers, like, all the time. And his take is that they all do it. Another work pal just usually throws in the sentence, both sides do it, whenever he's talking politics, and I find that to be a fairly widespread attitude for a lot of Americans, especially self-described centrists and moderates. But see, the thing about that is that both sides don't do it, at least not in a way that makes the idea relevant or meaningful to any discussion about politics. For instance, the so-called mainstream media has problems, yes, that generally have far more to do with business practices and the news creation process than with, straight-up lying and propagandizing. Fox News, Newsmax, Breitbart, these organizations routinely, consciously lie to their viewers and readers for political purposes. Likewise with election fraud. Yes, on rare occasions these days a Democrat gets busted for trying to manipulate an election in some way, but it's almost always a lone wolf and for a single election. In stark contrast, the Republicans, with draconian voter ID laws and state-level election law manipulations, deliberate coup plots, voter intimidation, often with guns, masses of frivolous lawsuits, and nationwide coordination for all this shit. Well, that makes the Democrats pathetic amateurs. The Republicans play 12th dimensional chess. Democrats play old maid. Same thing with the notion of divisive politics. The left wants to heal the sick and the poor. The right actively tries to make the sick and poor die in the streets. If there's any division, it's because right-wing politics are objectively inhumane, not because the left is compassionate. This false balance just goes on and on and on. Political violence is almost entirely right-wing in this country. Studies routinely show that they're responsible for some 95% of it. Both sides do it, my ass. Whatever genuine problems the left has, they're downright microscopic compared to what the right's got going on. The sheer scale of conservative misdeeds dwarfs everything on a cosmic level you could ever genuinely call out the liberals for doing. Both sides do it. It's just intellectually demeaning, and this is obvious to honest observers. So what the hell is going on with this? I'm emotionally sympathetic to one likely motivation, a desire to get along, to have unity, but I have nothing but contempt for the even likelier motivation, a sense of above-the-fray superiority and smugness, a sort of ego high that also ostensibly gets one off the hook for not having the courage to take a stand. Moral cowards who think they're better than you. Their feel-good neutrality has gone a long way toward making fascism just another point of view. How on earth will democracy prevail? I'm Ron Reader, and this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, again next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe. you.